scholars, welcome back. Last time we did first part of chapter 10, a dull invention. Very interesting it is, right? He is trying to make bombing machine which will drop bombs on the pedestrians, and I think it's very interesting, right? So during childhood, how this writer was trying to afraid people, so how he was trying to do some inventions, like this story he has presented here, right? Let's move ahead. Okay, so now whatever he planned, how to what to do, how to do, whatever he planned in Christmas night, everything he is trying to do next morning. Okay, and half of the work he did. Now now he is telling, I carried it up to the roof and hung it on the wire. What he carried up to the roof? The machine, the bombing machine which he made. So why he carried it up to the roof? To hang it with the stretched wire. Okay, I carried it up to the roof. He carried a bombing machine which he made with the help of mechanoset. He took it to the roof, and he will hang it here with the stretched wire which he already stretched day before this present day. Okay, then I attached one end of a ball of string to the lower end of the chariot and let it rip, playing out the string as it went. Okay, now what he did, he attached one end of the ball of a string to the lower end of the chariot, and he is trying to see that whether whatever he planned, whether all this thing is working according to his plan or not. He is doing and checking each and everything. It was wonderful because the wire sloped steeply from the roof of the house all the way to the other end. Means the wire which he stretched everywhere, there the thing which he hang on the wire with the help of grooved wheel, the things are moving here and there with the help of that wire. Okay, because the wire sloped steeply from the roof of the house all the way to the other end, the chariot carried down the wire at terrific speed. Okay, so the thing which he want to move, the machine which he want to move, that machine was moving with a terrific speed across the garden and over the footpath, and it didn't stop until it hit the old garage door on the far side. Okay, so the machine which he want to move with the help of that wire, the machine was moving with a terrific speed, and that machine it didn't stop. The machine didn't stop until it was hit by the old garage door. The garage door was on the far side. It was very far, so the long distance can be covered by that machine with the help of that grooved wheel. Okay, great, I was ready to go. So that this writer was very happy because whatever he planned to make, now he is ready with that. His machine, his device is ready. Now he can drop bombs on the pedestrians. He thought like that, and that's why he was very happy, and he said, I was ready to go. With the string, I hauled the chariot back to the roof, and now from a jug I filled all the 5 soup tins with water. Now what? Now what he did, he pulled the chariot back to the roof. First he checked everything, right? First he tried to move that machine and it was working. So now he pulled that machine back onto the roof, and he is filling that 5 soup tins with water. Why he is filling? Now he has to see his invention practically. Okay, so he filled his soup tins with water. I lay flat on the roof waiting for a victim. Everything is ready now, and he is lay down on the roof and waiting for a victim, waiting for any pedestrian to come from that side. Okay, if anyone will come, then he can do whatever he planned. I knew wouldn't have to wait long because the footpath was much used by people taking their dogs for walks in the wood beyond. Okay, so he was lie down on the roof and waiting for the pedestrian, and he is telling here that he knew that he would not wait for long because this footpath was used by pedestrians very frequently. Many pedestrians were coming there just just for a walk of their dogs. Okay. Soon two ladies dressed in twinned skirts and jackets and each wearing a hat came strolling up the path with a revolting little Pekingese dog on a lead. Okay, so after few minutes, what happened? Two ladies, and their picture is given here. Picture means how was their look. They were dressed in tweed skirts and jackets and each wearing a hat. They both were in skirts and they both were were wearing a hat, and they were coming with their pet, with their dog. They came for a walk, for their dog walk. Revolting little Pekingese. Revolting little means they were not pleasant. That dogs were not looking pleasant. Okay. I knew I had to time this carefully. So when they were very nearly but not quite directly under the wire, I let my chariot go. Okay, so what he planned to spill water on them, right? With the help of his machine, he planned to drop water on them with the help of his machine. So this time he has to be very careful. So what he has to do, at the exact time he has to use, he has to hit the target. He has to leave his chariot. Okay, down she went, making a wonderful screeching, humming noise as the metal wheel ran down the wire and the string ran through my fingers at great speed. Okay, so now what he is doing, he is leaving that chariot from roof to the from roof to move down, and when this chariot will reach to that lady's overhead, he can spill all water over them. Bombing from a height is never easy. I had to guess when my chariot was directly over the target, and when that moment came, I jerked the string. Okay, so when his when his chariot reached over the head of that two ladies, what he did, he jerked the string. He jerked the strings, then his string, for what? So that the water which he filled in the soup tins can spill over that two ladies. The chariot stopped dead and the tins swung upside down and all the water tipped out. Okay, so whatever he planned, he got success in that. The all water were spilled over that two ladies. The ladies who had halted and looked up on hearing the rushing noise of my chariot overhead caught the cascade of water full in their faces. It was tremendous. Okay, so now what they heard, that two ladies, they heard some noise. They heard the noise of that machine. When that machine was coming with speed, they heard that noise, and they saw upside by to see that what noise they are getting. When they saw upside, the whole water from that chariot spilled over them, and it spilled on their faces. It was tremendous. Tremendous means something that deserve praise. Means it was tremendous means a writer is telling about himself, that the invention which he did was really praiseful. Means that invention deserved praise. It was wonderful. A bull's eye first time means he hit the target at first attempt only, and he got success. The women screamed. They were screaming. Obviously, if water will spill on someone, or if we get something from air on ourselves, then we will scream. It's very normal behavior. I lay flat on the roof so as not to be seen, peering over the edge, and I saw the women shouting and waving their arms. Then they came marching straight into our garden through the gate at the back and crossed the garden and hammered on the door. I nipped down smartly through the skylight and did a bunk. Okay, so what happened? They came to his house. There two ladies. They came to the house of the writer. They came to complain about him, or complain that something, that water spilled over them, and someone has done this. That wire was a string. That wire and string was. They can see that was from their roof. So they came just to give a complaint. And smartly, what the writer did, he came down with the help with that path with a window, and he was behaving as he don't know anything. Later on at lunch, my mother fixed me with a steely eye and told me she was confiscating my mechano set for the rest of the holidays. Okay, so afterwards what happened? During their lunch time, his mother was looking at him, because she has to listen. She listened about him, and she heard all complaints. So she was looking towards him, and she said that now she is going to take his mechano set. Confiscating means to take something away. So she said that now she is going to take away his mechano set for the rest of the holidays. Now she is not going to give him back. But for days afterwards, I experienced the pleasant warm glow that comes to all of us when we have brought off a major trouble. Okay, so he invented something which worked properly, right? What is the moral of the story? He did something by which the two ladies were very irritated, but at the same time he invented something, and he tried to make, and he got success in that, right? And in this way, Roald Dahl was a great writer, but here he is telling his own story, that during childhood how we are doing so many creative things, and sometimes we are getting success also, right? So scholars, you have to read this lesson. Many hard words are there. You have to learn word meanings, which we will discuss in our interactive classes. Okay, and try to learn all the word meanings. Try to mark hard words. Try to read this lesson again and again, so that you can understand the language of this story. Okay, in next video we will start something new. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.